Jimmy Panthers versus Sheffield Steelers. They're always feisty affairs. They're always high octane. How can you twist it a little bit more? By adding former NHL heavyweight Big Ern McGrattan, the name on everyone's lips as they arrived at the National Ice Centre for Panthers versus Sheffield. Sheffield had won a weekend earlier. Could Panthers gain Challenge Cup revenge as they strive to continue the defence of their title? Well, the big guy, known as Big Ern, after a character in a movie, certainly made his presence felt. He threw a hit first shift, and the Panthers players certainly seemed to have more room on the ice than they had a week ago in a 7-5 defeat at Sheffield. Would they come out on top in this one? It was going to be a close affair. They're both good teams. But would Big Ern McGrattan's arrival and Stephen Schultz return from injury make a difference?
And break it out courtesy of Nielsen. The delicate backhand feed. And now coming from this side is Robert Dowd. Backhand and a backdoor attempt there. Logan McMillan tied his man up and now goes all the way through center after it was redirected there by McMillan. Sheffield dancing in through Valdix. Making the move on Carter, then throwing something in on Mika Weekman, gets some paraphernalia on it, and now it goes all the way to center. Matt Carter turning up the heat on the forecheck. This way for Valdix. He's going to take a shot. Glove save by Mika Weekman. First 100 seconds of the period have expired, and Mika Weekman controlling the play. Farmer gets in and helps, so Lawrence can pitchfork it forward. Fitzgerald changing directions, but coughing it up. Lawrence feeds over to Clark. Scores! David Clark, after an amazing apple, gets this show going. Number 5 opens the scoring.
A great play by Chris Lawrence there on the forecheck. Forces a turnover, makes a play right to the net, and David Clark doesn't miss from there.
He is so venomous from that area. You give David Clark time and space in the slot, he will burn you. And Mustakov's just found out the hard way. Panthers.
Interesting call up.
Yeah, I was going to say that I'll have to maybe look at the replay to see why exactly that was called against the black and gold. That being said, GMB Nottingham Panthers have a penalty kill to deal with, and you can just see Captain Brad Moran having a couple words with the referee, perhaps not so pleased with that call. Either way, rendezvousing at the dot is Tyler Mosienko and Brad Moran. They fight for it. Brad Moran moves it forward. It's kept in. And now they battle for it behind the cage. Roy keeps it moving. Mosienko changing directions. Back to Roy. And now Schultz can't get control of it at first, then regains it. Funneled back to Ratchuk. He has scored. Scores! That is a nice looking shot by Mike Ratchuk on the power play. The Sheffield Steelers equalize. And we were talking, this is one of the players to watch for the Sheffield Steelers, and he certainly made himself known on that play.
Yeah, that was a great shot. I mean, he worked it well on the power play. Got it up to the top and shot through traffic, and Meeks couldn't see the puck.
As those two battle for it, Dan Spang in hot pursuit over for Jeff Dimon. He's going to find Lakovic free as he's going to dart through center. Tapping it forward was Ollie Betteridge. Mustakov's teamed up for Ben O'Connor and then absorbing a hit from Jeff Brown. On the back pedal, Jeff Dimon activating Dan Spang, and he plays it right on money for Robert Lakovic. He's going to carve inside, tries to go with a centering pass, but blocked well by Björklund. He gets it, and now that's going to flutter forward to center. Phillips can't control. O'Connor from a different looking body position tries the backhand pass in neutral zone. Ollie Betteridge hence gets the puck to the end boards. Now it's going to pop out for Nicky Forick, and it goes to the right as it hit a body on the way. Dan Spang gloved down. Over for Nicky Forick. Scores! Oh, and the celebration to boot. Alex Nicky Forick with an absolute snipe gets the Panthers 2-1 up. Great play all around. It wasn't Stevie.
Yeah, I mean, they tried to clear the zone with a high flip. Spanger did a great job. leapt in the air, kept in the zone, moved it forward to Nicky, and Nicky didn't think twice. D-men are very, very effective too. They're always up joining the rush, so you don't have to worry about 3-on-2s. It's more 4-on-3s and stuff like that. So I think they're a very fast puck-moving team.
As Dan Spang hits Schultz with time and space. Schultz idling, looking for an opening. Now he's going to carve in, sends a delicate pass, scores! And that was all about the pass as Jeff Dimon gets a puck at the back door. Panthers lead 3-1.
What a hell of a pass by Schultz there. Waits. Lets them skate up the ice and just feathers it in the back door.
Schultz with the patience, and Jeff Dimon will tap it in. Panthers lead with 12:05 remaining. Mustakovs. Jeff Brown drops it for Alex Nikiforuk. Good looking pass right on over for Eric Lindhagen. He's going to use his speed to his advantage. Circling the wagons. Keeping tabs on him was Phillips, but then he takes a spill. Feet for Nikiforuk, goes to his knee and tries to get a shot off. Blakovic keeps the puck hot. Changing directions is Eric Lindhagen. Back to the blue line for Logan McMillan. Now Dan Spang in control, and he'll change it. And then that was definitely changed direction, but right in Irvin Mustakov's favor, and now things are getting feisty over here. As we are 34 seconds past the halfway mark of this hockey game, Panthers lead 3-1. Wrap-around attempt, but then ended up as a pass. Skate to stick for Jeff Waugh. He'll funnel it for Logan McMillan to pursue. Franzen also getting involved and gets it for Mosienko. Outlet pass right on the money for Colton Freder. He's going to fire it in. He's going to gain the loose puck. And over for Debian to control. Franzen, Mikko Weekman makes a save. Scores! Sheffield Steelers gain one, and it's 3-2. Might have ricocheted off Serdic there, perhaps?
Yeah, I think that was an unfortunate bounce. Sheffield did a great job on the forecheck there. Switched sides, found somebody open in the high slot and fired it to the net. And as Satic is going back there, I think it just might have nicked off the back of his leg.
And he's going to pump one towards the cage. Rebound right to the slot. Robert Lakovic deals with it. Fanning on it was Ben O'Connor. Geometry work there by Robert Lakovic, and that's going to send Jeff Brown chasing for the loose puck. Ollie Betters gets tied up and can't play it. And courtesy of that, the Sheffield Steelers initiate things back the other way. Fluttering puck off the yellow plating, and Dan Spang will keep it moving on the half wall. Robert Farmer put some speed on it, and that's going to be kept in by the Steelers only until Robert Farmer finds Chris Lawrence. Scores! Panthers with an important goal to answer back. And once again, what a play.
Yep. Chris Lawrence made no mistake about putting that one in. He's been playing well all night, getting pucks to the net, making them small little plays, and right there he was rewarded with a great pass from Robert Farmer.
18 connecting dots with 19, and the Panthers are 4-2 up in this hockey game. Down by Robert Dowd, and now Phillips siphons it forward. Nilsson finds a zebra in his way, but finally gets a drop pass for Phillips. Top of the circle. Maldix carving in, and that's going to be blocked by Nikiforuk. Brian McGrattan tries to get it free. Schultz right over for Nikiforuk. Nikiforuk comes in, and he's just going to sky that one. Okay. As he usually is, as Franzen links up with Freder in the neutral zone. Sam Oakford, safe, reliable play off the yellow plating and over for Farmer to chase. He's got Debian following him. Lawrence making a snow cone at the far half wall. Now Tyler Mosienko gains it for a brief moment until Jeff Brown managed to get some wood on it. Ironically, he is called Woody in the locker room. Dimon linking up with Jeff Brown. And now, a nice-looking feed coming in hot. Scores! Matthew Roy makes this a very interesting hockey game. 4-3 is the score. Panthers in the lead, but a nice-looking shot there by number 15 for the Sheffield Steelers.
he did well to pick that pass up there. It was coming from right behind him, and he split the 2D, and he made no mistake in taking that shot.
To the left of Mika Weekman, Robert Dowd tries to lend a helping hockey stick. Finally, they play to the point, the Sheffield Steelers do. Traveling Whites, that was tipped, and Jeff Waugh tries to frisbee it out. Ben O'Connor keeps it in. Logan McMillan keep tabs on him. Andy Surdich takes the hit to make the play. Ben O'Connor down low for Nielsen. Valdix finally activates Robert Dowd, and they play catch. Back to Ben O'Connor at the point. Valdix top the circle, walking in. Centering pass, Mika Weekman goes on down on one pad and pokes it away. Treader skates it back. Valdix gets the feed from Dowd. Ben O'Connor, far side, and regains it. Walks the blue line. As Robert Dowd looks to pull the trigger, does so. Bad save by Mika Weekman. 4:20 still on the clock. Colton Freder. Ben O'Connor, and that's going to ramp up off the plexiglass. Nielsen over to the blue line. Backhand feed by Ben O'Connor. Regains number 81. Colton Freder, tight angle. Looking to make a play behind the cage. Shot. Mika Weekman with a huge save.
Yeah, that's an important save there.
Chris Lawrence joins us, a 4-3 win over Sheffield. Margin, was it a fair reflection?
We had a couple breakdowns, and they obviously capitalized. Definitely a better start to the weekend than we had last weekend. Felt like we were a different team out there tonight, and the hometown fans gave us a huge jump. And definitely a couple guys being injected into the lineup, giving us the four lines so we can be aggressive in Big Ern and Schulte, and they gave us a huge boost tonight.
Yeah, Brian McGrattan got a massive welcome. We knew he'd get a big roar from the fans, but that was as big a roar as we've heard for a newcomer.
Yeah, and rightfully so. A guy with his experience and just his presence is immense out there, and we're happy to have him, and we're looking forward to the rest of the season.
We talk about a big guy coming in, Chris, and it forcing the other teams to be, shall we call it, a little bit more respectful, and in theory it leads to more ice time, more space around players like yourself. Did you feel in the game against Sheffield you had more time and space?
Yeah, definitely. Tonight it felt like a little bit of a different game for us with Big Bri being there. When you have players like that out there, other teams don't take liberties on some of your more skilled guys, and he's a great player to boot, and we're looking forward to having a great rest of the season.
It was great to get Stephen Schultz back in the lineup too. He showed some silky skills, and that goal he set up for Jeff Dimon at the back door, where he waited and waited and bided his time, and he saw Dims coming, and he still waited, and then he put it on a sixpence.
Yeah, I'm amazed at the stuff Schulte does out there. It's fun to watch, even as a player on the bench. He just leaves you in awe sometimes, and that's the type of player he is, and we're lucky to have him on our team.
Next up at home, it's Manchester Storm coming in here. They've surprised a few teams already this year. They're a high-flying team, as we say, pretty much newcomers, only in their second year. It'll be another good game for the fans to watch.
Yeah, definitely. They've surprised a few teams so far this year, and you can't really take anybody lightly in the Elite League this year. Everybody's pretty strong and move the puck well, so we're looking forward to the challenge, and hopefully we come out on top.
Good seats still available, folks.